Yeah, my name is Peter Burggraf, CEO of StreetScooter, which is a new company in Germany developing and producing small electric vehicles. StreetScooter, or the product itself, is an electric vehicle, which is an advantage in itself because it reduces CO2 emissions. But the problem for electric vehicles normally is that the costs of the car is very high, as the battery costs are still quite high. So we need to find a way to reduce the cost for the product and the production. And StreetScooter is the first affordable electric vehicle, and I think this is one of the main advantages of the car. Yeah, the rental model comes from the idea that the car itself and the battery technology is quite expensive, but the energy consumption is very low and the energy costs are low, because normally if you compare petrol with electricity, then you save about 50 to 60% energy costs. So the idea is to encourage the customer to buy your car for a less investment, and then he will save the money on the energy, and then you can use this savings to pay the rental for the batteries. So this is the idea, to make the initial investment of the car very low, and then the customer himself will save the money for the energy and then can pay additionally for the rental of the battery. And the customer has a guarantee that the battery is always in a good condition. So in a rental system, we guarantee that the customer will always have a capacity of about 90% of the battery, and if the battery is getting lower, he can exchange the battery. So this is also a way to convince customers to buy the StreetScooter, and yeah, this is what we started with. So at the moment we focus on the work. You know, this is a car we use or we developed for DHL, and this car has a price range between 25,000 euros and 35,000 euros, depending on the battery capacity, as we can arrange or adjust the battery capacity. But you know, most important is not the initial investment. More important is the total cost of ownership. And if you look at fleet customers like DHL, but also in companies in China like SF Express, they are looking for the life cycle cost. Yeah, and our car is very cheap if you compare it with conventional cars, and that's because of some very simple innovations, like our bumper is divided into 3 sections. So if you have a small accident, you don't need to exchange the whole bumper, you just need to exchange a very small part of the bumper. And that will reduce the cost during lifetime. And there are so many other ideas to reduce the total cost of ownership, so that in the end, the fleet customer is not looking at the initial price. That is what we think is important, and that's why we think that electric vehicles will start in the fleet market as well. So actually, we have sold 150 cars in Germany. It's a pre-series, and we are talking of about 20,000 cars in the next 6 years, only for the German market. And actually, we are talking also with other fleet customers in Europe and also in China. And I am not allowed to tell you anything about the actual discussion there, but it sounds very good that we are able to also produce a StreetScooter in China, and then we will have a much higher production volume. So first of all, we had a very integrated process with the customer itself, because what I also explained in my presentation this morning, we focused really on the necessary the really necessary customer needs, and we left out everything else. So this is the first starting point to avoid any kind of over-engineering. And as you know, people in Germany, they like engineering, and a lot of products are over-engineered in the end. So this was the first idea, to reduce everything just to focus on the customer need. And the second part is also to integrate the ideas and solutions from a lot of suppliers. So we had a network with about 80 companies, and all these companies brought in their technology. For example, for the key system or the door system and so on. And these technologies were already there and just needed a platform to integrate these technologies. So, and with StreetScooter, we gave them the platform so that they could also demonstrate their technology. And some of these companies are now with StreetScooter, they became successful as they are able to sell this technology, which was first introduced at StreetScooter, can now be introduced to other automotive companies. So this is also the idea of having networks and to collaborate with supplier. And finally, we have a technology platform. So we not only developed a car within 1 year, but we have the second car also 1 year later. And the second car is based on the same technology and the same technology platform. So we did not need to re-engineer the whole car. We just had to make some changes, and that's why we are so fast. And of course, it's important to say we have the complete PTC engineering suite. So it was we could use, for example, the integrity requirements engineering, so that we were able to find out the right requirements, and we used the windshield platform, which is open for other systems, so that the supplier could use their system, their CAD CAD system, and could integrate the data in the same system. Yeah. So this was also one of the key solutions, to be able to develop in the network. Yeah. So we started with ThingWorx maybe I would say 8 months ago, so it's not long. And the idea was that we were looking for a solution to connect the data of the car with the internet. So this was the idea. And as we have worked together with PTC before, they showed us the possibilities of ThingWorx, and the solution just matched our requirements. And it's very simple. There's a small software in the car from ThingWorx, which is necessary to collect the data and transfer it to the cloud. And there's another very nice piece of software in the cloud where you can develop your own applications, where you can analyze the data and so on. So it's the connectivity between the product, the car, and the cloud is already implemented into the software, so you don't have a lot of work there. And also the library of applications is already very rich, so that's very easy to derive first nice looking apps and applications for mobile devices or for any other device. And the first prototype with ThingWorx for monitoring and analysis took only the development took only 2 weeks, and we had a good starting point. So we like the system very much, and we are going to develop this further. We want to integrate now step by step also security solutions, so that the data security is fulfilled in the end. So in the next time, or the next year, we want to develop an even bigger truck. So it's 3.5 ton plus truck, and this truck should have a range extender driven with a fuel cell or a gas engine. So this is what we want to do next year, and then we also have another small project. We have developed a small, a small car like the Twizy. It's a small, sporty, cool car with a lot of performance, but a low cost. And we're going to use this car. And this car is has about 50% of the parts are produced by 3D printing. So, and the idea is that we will sell only the driving chassis, and people can build their own car of it on it. So they can design it on the internet, can print the parts, and have the known a body or whatever they like to do. Yeah, this is what we are doing next year. We showed this car this year in Germany, but we need to further develop this idea, and then we can produce this car next year. The price is defined by the battery. Yeah, the battery is the most expensive part in the car, and even if you buy the battery in China, what we are going to do is the price is still quite high. So we do research on the battery technologies to reduce the cost of the battery, and we have a lot of good ideas how to reduce the cost of the battery. But this is still the key point to make e-mobility affordable. Yeah, because at the moment you have to pay at least 300 euros per kilowatt hour for the battery, and if you want to have a distance of about 100 or 120 kilometers, the battery cost will be about 10,000 euros. So this is 80,000 RMB. So this is the key. If you want to reduce the cost, you need to reduce the cost of the battery. And that's why we are doing research on this. We are talking with different Chinese companies at the moment. They are very interested in producing the street scooter in China as well. And we hope that we will find also Chinese companies that help us to improve the quality and the technology of the car. And the actual discussion is very promising. So I think that we will see maybe already next year a street scooter on Chinese streets. Not yet, but I think you can see that in Google has developed its own car. Yeah, so we are open on this, but at the moment we are talking with automotive companies, Chinese automotive companies. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, especially if you look at new technologies like autonomous driving, or like connectivity of the car, then a lot of other industries might be interested in having a technology platform like StreetScooter and investing in it. So yeah, you're welcome if you like to invest. If your subscriber like to invest, they are really welcome to ask, and we will discuss that.